Hey everybody out there in the internet world, it's your favorite revolutionary socialist, Tippinator 13, and man, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Just wow. The Democrats and the media, the liberal Democrats are just, these wealthy, self-entitled, privileged narcissists who live up in these gentrified enclaves everywhere. They're just fawning all over, Kamala Harris. And, as we know, both parties are funded by Wall Street private equity companies, BlackRock for the Democrats, Blackstone for Trump and the Republicans. I just want to talk a little bit about something that needs to be done on the religious correctness side. And what we need to do is make it illegal to solicit money for religions, to protect people, gullible and naive Americans from fraud. These fraudsters like Joel Osteen and people like that. It's just absolute fraud. They don't know what's going to happen after you die. They have no idea. They're not even trying to get people into heaven. They're trying to get voters to undermine democracy through having a church on every corner. That's literally all they're doing. But there's a few more things we need to talk about too. There's just literally no way you can get out under this Wall Street fascism and these religiously correct, wackadoodle, neoconservative, religiously correct, cartoonish idiots, political puppets. Or the Democrats who aren't doing anything about it, constantly claiming they're going to, but they never do. Somehow they never do. And that's armed resistance. And there will be a back and forth and a back and forth and a back and forth. There'll be a back and forth, you know what I mean? But eventually, there has to be some sort of declaration or proclamation that the people put forward, like the Declaration of Independence, to put the military on notice of the people's intent to get rid of Wall Street, get rid of capitalism, and implement a lot of socialist policies, you know what I mean? There has to be some sort of declaration or proclamation. There absolutely has to be. You have to put the military on notice on your intent to change this system. These radicalized right-wing extremists, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, theocratic Christian nationalists, Trumpanzee, Trump and all that. The United States military has to be convinced that they have to confront that level of Nazism for once and for all. They have to confront it and defeat it. And they have to understand that the people are tired of the fascism too. It's Wall Street fascism. And we're talking about, fascism on steroids, you know what I mean? Instead of just having corporations rule the government, you have the hub of corporations, Wall Street, and these $10 trillion private equity companies, and there's bribery is unbridled. It's called lobbying. No, it's not. It's bribery. There has to be a revolution. Revolution 2024. We cannot let this vote go. We cannot let there be an election. Kamala Harris is no different than Joe Biden in policy, who's really no different than Trump. So that's all that's going on there. There's got to be a proclamation, a Declaration of Independence from this Wall Street controlled political establishment. They're puppets, they're lying media, they own the media. It's gatekeeping from the left and socialists. It's a revolving door for them to install their political establishment, celebrity puppets. It's and like I said, there's got to be some sort of Declaration of Independence from them and Trump and his Trumpanzee Nazis. That's exactly what they are. There's no getting around that. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. They're really just Nazis. That's all they are. Racist, bigoted, sexist. They're not worthy members of any society, any community, or even the human species. And they don't get the protections of civil government, of we the people. They get our wrath. And I don't know what people don't understand about that. This is what George Washington said about the British. And he also said, as mankind becomes more liberal, there'll be, that mankind would have more freedoms. He was an Enlightenment person. Anyway, he's a bad example, terrible example. Anyway, I'm gonna shut this video off here now, but I'll get back with you very soon. Until next time, arrivederci.